Okay, guys, if y'all were watching our intro and maybe you've come back after a little bit of time, just a quick reminder unity is when things go together. For example, those are all unified by the fact that they're circles, or these are unified by the fact that they're all colored in. Things can also be unified by their placement if they're in rows, and they can be unified by their designs. So if I had circles and squares that all had the same kind of polka dots, that's a unifying feature. Now, variety, you'll remember, is when things are different and we're unable to create the mostly unified idea. So, for example, if I had different shapes and they were out of line, or if I had one shape that was colored and another that wasn't. So, variety is difference. Difference, yep. And unity is sameness. Remember, the prefix una means one, and the prefix vari means various. So we are going to look at how we're going to take that knowledge and your 3D shapes and apply it to create your final piece. We're going to be making desserts. So first thing first, you need to choose either unity or variety. I think I'm going to choose unity. So I'm going to have a unity in my shapes. If I chose to have a unity in my shapes, then I'm going to do all of my shapes the same. So I'm going to have several cylinders. And I'm going to put them randomly on the paper, but they're all going to have a unity in their size and the unity in what they are. So let's say that I decided, okay, good. I've got unity in my shapes, but I don't really want them to be all the same like you're doing right now. Okay, that's fine. That means that you are going to pick variety. So if you pick variety, then you are going to create something that has lots of different kinds of shapes and use some of the other methods that you learned on our 3-dimensional video to make yours. So here's what my unity looks like when I'm finished. You notice I didn't make them teeny tiny thumbnail small because that would be really difficult later. But so unity, or I could do variety. I could end up having, a long rectangular prism. Remember, these two lines should be parallel, as should the other two to each other. And then I go straight down vertically. And then this line should be parallel to the other. Okay, so I've got rectangular prism. I'd like to have a cylinder. I think I'd like a dome right here. Okay, I think I want a cube. And then I think I'm going to have part of a triangular prism that you can see. And then I might have another, I'll have another cylinder because I really like them. This one will be a smaller cylinder. So I've got variety in shape, placement, type, and size. Okay, from here, if you used unity on your shapes, then you're going to use variety in your designs. So I'm going to turn these into different types of desserts. Since I'm using variety, they're all going to be different. For example, this one might have a cut strawberry on top, and it might have a layer of like a chocolate disc. Then there might be a layer of striped cake. So maybe I've got a nice striped sponge going around. And then maybe down here, I have a little layer of buttercream before you get to the next sponge. All right, so there's one type of cake. I could say my next one, I'm going to do some bottom layers of a sponge. Then there's going to be some big dollops of mascarpone cream in there. So big creamy dollops. Then I'm going to have little berries. Another layer of sponge. And then I'm going to drizzle the top with chocolate. Okay, so see how I've got variety? I'd keep doing that for all of my different pieces. All right. For unity in your designs if you have variety in your shapes. So this way, no matter what you're doing, you get some of each. So we've got variety in shapes. To make unity in my designs, it would probably help to have the same ingredients and have some sort of decorating scheme that made sense. So maybe I want to go with pecans. So maybe I've got a layer of cake, a layer of crunchy pecan brittle, a layer of icing, and then on top I've got a fresh strawberry with some pecans around it. And maybe it's going to have a chocolate drizzle too. Okay, so now I need to think about this one. I'm thinking pecans, strawberries, chocolate drizzle. Okay, so I will have this one have pecans lined up around the edge, like they've been put on for lady fingers in a tiramisu. So there's my pecans here. And then I'll have that layer of cake and then the layer of frosting in between layers. And I think I do want to have a whole strawberry on this one. But my strawberry is going to be dipped in chocolate. And so is the top. The top is going to be completely dipped in chocolate. All right, so do you see how there I'm using unity in the designs by creating some of the same elements and eventually using some of the same colors? All right, guys, what's up to you is to finish either your unity of design or your variety of design, and then you're going to Sharpie. Next time I see you, you'll be all Sharpied and ready to go. Bye.